First time for the Boodles Gold Cup. Ahoy Senor, one of the first to show with Hewick and Brave Man's Game. Noble Yates and Aplutar towards the inside early on. Galopin de Champs in the yellow and brown quartered colours. Statler rousted along to gather speed as they all pop over the first. Royal Pagaille, Eldorado Allen towards the back in company as well with Manila Indo. So Ahoy Senor towards the second. Hewick in second place. Noble Yates on the inside of Brave Man's Game. Conflated took it in fifth place. Behind these is Protectorate. Statler's just struggling to go the pace early on. He's just pushed along amongst horses on the outside of Aplutar, Sounds Russian and Manila Indo. Eldorado Allen. Galopin de Champs is well back in the field, disputing second last with Royal Pagaille as they turn away. So heading on then towards the third, the early joust for the lead in the Gold Cup, won by Ahoy Senor. Leads Hewick by just over a length, with Noble Yates settling on the inside of Brave Man's Game third and fourth as they reach another plain fence number 3. Protectorate takes it next, Aplutar in midfield. Galopin de Champs still well back with Statler in mid-division, Manila Indo and Conflated. Sounds Russian held up with Eldorado LN and Royal Pagaille as we reach the water jump for the first time. Ahoy Senor leads them over it, and they're all over. And now an open ditch before a plain one. And out in the lead, Ahoy Senor will approach the ditch where the takeoff board is just a little bit in advance of the fence, making a slightly bigger spread. There's the lead from Hewick in second place. And third, this Protectorate who's made a bit of ground on the inside of Brave Man's Game. Just struggling to hold the position is Noble Yates, drifting back, orange sleeves. Passed by Sounds Russian up on the outside and Conflated. Eldorado LN. Statler is still just finding this happening a little bit quick on the outside of Aplutar. Galopin de Champs right at the back with Royal Pagaille as Ahoy Senor leads Hewick and Protectorate towards the next. Brave Man's Game took it in fourth. Galopin de Champs rather skied that. Statler really is struggling to go the pace at the moment and has dropped right to the rear of the field here as they make their way on towards the next fence. And Ahoy Senor has the lead. Ahoy Senor over. Again, they are all over. And again, Statler ridden away from that fence, 4 or 5 lengths detached. So Ahoy Senor it is who leads on the turn downhill. First time with Hewick racing in second. Protectorate settles in third. Brave Man's Game, white colours with the purple sleeves as Ahoy Senor just jumps slightly out to the right, then Conflated. Conflated's on the inside of Sounds Russian, the outside of Noble Yates, Eldorado Allen, Royal Pagaille, Manila Indo and Statler are both struggling to keep up here. The pace has been relatively swift, and Galopin de Champs given some time amongst horses at the back with Royal Pagaille as Ahoy Senor leads them down the hill. So Ahoy Senor takes it in the lead. From in second place Hewick and Protectorate in third. Fourth place for Brave Man's Game. Reminders now for Manila Indo, and Statler hasn't been able to reduce the margin between himself, and I think Statler may well be pulling up. In fact, his jockey just set up there and Statler is being pulled up, hasn't even made it through the first circuit. So Ahoy Senor leads Hewick and Protectorate with Brave Man's Game in fourth. Conflated races in fifth with Sounds Russian, Noble Yates, the grey Eldorado Allen, Aplutar and Galopin de Champs just moving amongst horses there. Got a great deal of room, but takes that fence just ahead of Royal Pagaille and Manila Indo, who is still the one that's very much struggling as they make their journey up towards the next fence. We're at the halfway stage in the Boodles Gold Cup. Ahoy Senor's found a nice rhythm out in front. Has the lead from Protectorate and Hewick with Brave Man's Game in fourth. Conflated is a length away in fifth with Sounds Russian, Noble Yates. Then behind these Royal Pagaille, Eldorado Allen, Aplutar and Galopin de Champs and Manila Indo are the back three. Manila Indo really is toiling now, and Manila Indo may well about to be pulled up right at the back of the pack. Manila Indo, I think, is about to exit the scene, so his good festival record comes to an end, and he also is out of the Gold Cup along with Statler. So it's Ahoy Senor that leads them towards the next plain fence. From in second, Hewick, Protectorate is third. They remain ahead of Brave Man's Game, Conflated, then Sounds Russian. Royal Pagaille on the outside, Noble Yates ridden along, Eldorado Allen, and still the back pair, Galopin de Champs and Aplutar. So this is the water jump, and it's 9 from the finish. Ahoy Senor still out in front, still just tending to shift to the right. Aplutar at the back is in danger of losing touch slightly, 3 lengths off the back end as they make their progress on towards another open ditch. Ahoy Senor over, Protectorate jumps up well, then Hewick, Brave Man's Game, fifth for Conflated, then Sounds Russian. Galopin de Champs is improving through the field on the inside of Royal Pagaille. Aplutar still just sitting and slightly suffering, but has gone past Noble Yates and is now just beginning to pick off a few of the stragglers. So making the turn up towards the final ditch, which is 6 from the finish in the Gold Cup. Ahoy Senor out in front for Scotland and Derek Fox. Hewick in second, Protectorat in third. Oh, and Ahoy Senor's gone. He jumped so well to that point, and Aplutar was badly hampered as well and drops right to the back. Ahoy Senor, his jumping had been so accurate, one mistake and he exits the scene. So Protectorat and Hewick are left in front in the Gold Cup. In third place, Brave Man's Game. Fourth place, Conflated. Then behind these, Galopin Shaw. All of a sudden they're stringing out Eldorado Allen. Then behind these is Royal Pagaya, gap to Aplutar and Noble Yates. Five of them with 4 fences to take bunch up as Brave Man's Game and Protectorat move on to the quarters of Hewick. Conflated in fourth, Galopin Shaw. Then a gap to Royal Pagaya and Eldorado Allen as they run downhill. Aplutar, having been hampered, is now well behind, and Aplutar is being pulled up and has exited the scene. So racing down towards the third last in the Gold Cup, Protectorat and Hewick with Brave Man's Game, Conflated and Galopin Shaw. They remain away from Royal Pagaya and Eldorado Allen as they now make the turn towards the final 2 fences. Hewick out in front for Jordan Gainford. Protectorat in second, Conflated. The chance ride for Sam Ewing, looking for a gap between the front rank, held in by Brave Man's Game and Galopin Shaw. And Paul Townend sitting quietly, now beginning to improve on the outside. They're all rowing away, but Galopin Shaw and Brave Man's Game on the outside are the first 2 towards the last. Hewick has come down at the second last fence. Galopin Shaw on the outside of Brave Man's Game, head towards the last in the Gold Cup. Galopin Shaw this year is over safely and has taken the advantage from Brave Man's Game. The 2 of them set off up the Cheltenham Hill with a Gold Cup between them. Conflated in third, but it's Galopin Shaw who's galloping his way to Gold Cup glory. Paul Townend and Willie Mullins land the Gold Cup by 5 lengths. Brave Man's Game second, Conflated third, Noble Yates ran.
Here's Hewick after his fall in the Gold Cup, running an absolute liner. We're absolutely thrilled with him, and as you can see, he's 100%. Thanks be to God, and thanks everyone for their support in the last month. Thank you.